Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video today we're checking out Fred Rogers testifies before the Senate Subcommittee on Communications, and this is where he gets the funding. So I've done a reaction to the best of Mr. Rogers, and like a short part of this was in there, but this is the full thing, so I need to see the full speech, of course, because he was successful. So I'm kind of curious how. Let's get right into it.
Now, Mr. Rogers is certainly one of the best things that's ever happened to public television, and his Peabody Award is testament to that fact. We in public television are proud of Fred Rogers, and I'm proud to present Mr. Rogers to you now. Fred.
All right, Rogers, you got the floor.
Senator Pastore, this is a philosophical statement and would take about 10 minutes to read, so I'll not do that. One of the first things that a child learns in a healthy family is trust. And I trust what you have said, that you will read this. It's very important to me. I care deeply about children. My first children...
Will it make you happy if you read it?
I'd just like to talk about it, if it's all right.
Sir. Okay.
My first children's program was on WQED 15 years ago, and its budget was $30.
Really? $30?
Now, with the help of the Sears Roebuck Foundation and National Educational Television, as well as all of the affiliated stations, each station pays to show our program. It's a unique kind of funding in educational television. With this help, now our program has a budget of $6,000. It may sound like quite a difference, but $6,000 pays for less than 2 minutes of cartoons.
Wow.
2 minutes of animated, what I sometimes say, bombardment.
I mean, yeah, $6,000, especially back then, is a lot of money. But when you think about it, there's camera operators, you got editors, you got lighting people, you got Mr. Rogers himself, you got people, other cast members, you got people who do the set. A lot of money goes into making TV.
I'm very much concerned, as I know you are, about what's being delivered to our children in this country. And I've worked in the field of child development for 6 years now, trying to understand the inner needs of children. We deal with such things as the inner drama of childhood. We don't have to bop somebody over the head to make him, to make drama on the screen. We deal with such things as getting a haircut, or the feelings about brothers and sisters, and the kind of anger that arises in simple family situations. And we speak to it constructively.
How long a program is it?
It's a half hour every day.
Every day? I didn't know that.
Most channels schedule it in the noontime as well as in the evening. WETA here has scheduled it in the late afternoon.
Could we get a copy of this so that we can see it? Maybe not today, but I'd like to see the program.
I'd like very much for you
I'd like to see the program itself, or any one of them, you see.
We made 100 programs.
See, that's even more impressive. I thought the guy had some clue who Mr. Rogers was. So, like, if he kind of knows who Mr. Rogers is, it's a little bit easier to convince him, you know. But the fact that he don't know him and he's winning him over just by speaking is very impressive. He hasn't even seen the show, but he's getting one over. That's very impressive.
For EEN, the Eastern Educational Network, and then when the money ran out, people in Boston and Pittsburgh and Chicago all came to the fore and said, we've got to have more of this neighborhood expression of care. And this is what I give. I give an expression of care every day to each child to help him realize that he is unique. I end the program by saying, you've made this day a special day by just your being you. There's no person in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are. And I feel that if we in public television can only make it clear that feelings are mentionable and manageable, we will have done a great service for mental health. I think that it's much more dramatic that two men could be working out their feelings of anger, much more dramatic than showing something of gunfire. I'm constantly concerned about what our children are seeing. And for 15 years, I have tried in this country and Canada to present what I feel is a meaningful expression of care.
Do you narrate it?
I'm the host, yes, and I do all the puppets, and I write all the music, and I write all the scripts.
Well, I'm supposed to be a pretty tough guy, and this is the first time I've had goosebumps for the last 2 days.
Well, I'm grateful not only for your goosebumps, but for your interest in our kind of communication. Could I tell you the words of one of the songs which I feel is very important?
Yes.
This has to do with that good feeling of control, which I feel that children need to know is there. And it starts out, what do you do with the mad that you feel? And that first line came straight from a child. I work with children, doing puppets in very personal communication with small groups. What do you do with the mad that you feel? When you feel so mad you could bite. When the whole wide world seems oh so wrong, and nothing you do seems very right. What do you do? Do you punch a bag? Do you pound some clay or some dough? Do you round up friends for a game of tag or see how fast you go? It's great to be able to stop when you've planned a thing that's wrong and be able to do something else instead and think this song. I can stop when I want to, can stop when I wish, can stop, stop, stop anytime. And what a good feeling to feel like this and know that the feeling is really mine. Know that there's something deep inside that helps us become what we can. For a girl can be someday a lady, and a boy can be someday a man.
I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's such a way it
It's
works.
wonderful. Looks like you just earned the $20 million.
So that's how he did it. That's the full speech. Very impressive. Okay, I can see how he won the guy over because, like he said, he's meant to be a tough guy, but Mr. Rogers, he just has a way with people. I don't know how one man like that existed, dedicating his life to trying to do good in the world. We really need more people like this, so I'm really glad I watched that because I was also getting goosebumps watching his speech, like the guy said. He is a very captivating speaker. You kind of hang on every word he's saying, and it just looks like he wanted to do good, and he managed to do it. The comments I've been reading of people telling me about the impact he had is absolutely beautiful. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everyone.